Welcome to BA Radio with your hosts, Barrett and Ariel. You ready?
I'm ready.
Born ready. Let's dive in. We got to stop messing around. We got to get right to the point because today we have loads to talk about.
Loads.
I mean, my goodness, we don't got time to mess around. It's time to get serious and dive into it and talk about the number one person that everyone is talking about right now, Deion Sanders.
It's time to get personal.
This will be a very personal episode. Very personal episode. Let's talk about Deion. Who is he?
Yeah, who is he?
Who is this guy everyone has an opinion about?
This guy that has just come into Colorado and just completely blown it up. It's been on fire all week. Last couple weeks, actually. It's been on fire. Deion Sanders. For those of you who don't know who Deion Sanders is, former NFL player, class of 2011. He got 9 All-Pro selections, played 14 seasons, 8 Pro Bowls, and had 53 interceptions. Okay? At 22 years old, this guy was drafted by the Atlanta Falcons. First round, 5th overall player out of Florida State back in 1989. He also played in 9 seasons of the MLB too for the Atlanta Braves. So,
and hit a home run.
He is the only athlete to have hit a home run in the MLB and score a touchdown in the NFL in the same week. Okay? That's how he got his stardom in the NFL, actually, when he returned this 68-yard punt for a touchdown in his debut. That was how he entered the NFL world in his debut. And then earlier that week, he hit in his 13th game in the MLB, also hit a home run.
Hence earning the name Primetime.
Primetime. He also has won 2 Super Bowls, back-to-back seasons with 2 different teams, actually. He was a right cornerback for the 49ers in their 49-26 victory over the San Diego Chargers.
Yuck.
Back in 95. And then the year after that, he was the left cornerback in the Cowboys when they won 27-17 in their win over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey, how about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys?
We're not talking about the Cowboys right now. It's about primetime. He was just a completely different kind of player, a completely different kind of person. And then later went on to be the head coach of Jackson State Tigers. And now, as we all know him, the head coach for the Colorado Buffaloes.
How about that? You know, honestly, I'm a huge fan of him because just his athletic career alone speaks mountains. Mm-hmm. And now he's in the mountains in Colorado. And it's kind of cool because...
Literally in the mountain.
It's just kind of cool because his whole life, he has been a winner.
Yeah.
In the MLB, in the NFL, playing sports, winning. When he was down there at Mississippi State, or not Mississippi, Jackson State, mm-hmm. winning. It's what he is. It's what he does. And now coming to Colorado, a team that has won 1 game last season has already
surpassed that
in
so many different ways.
In so many different ways. And what is really cool about him is just flat out, just getting right into it. You know, everyone's got opinions about him. Mm-hmm. And
including the other coach.
And quite frankly, just my opinion of him is it's really cool to see not only for college football, but also the culture in Boulder. Can you just kind of talk about what is going on in Boulder right now? What this man has done for the culture of Boulder.
It's literally on fire. So as somebody who is Black and also somebody who has moved to Colorado in the recent years, the lack of Black people was actually absurd. The most I ever seen the amount of Black people in Colorado was on Juneteenth. And since Coach Prime has been in Colorado, he has the level of spice that he has sprinkled over Colorado in these last couple of months is honestly really fun and really exciting to see, because it's always been a lack thereof in past years. And now just seeing all these kinds of people that came out to watch this game, like be there for it, hype it up, like the fact that they had Lil Wayne coming, like bringing them out, they looked like a modern day Remember the Titans. Like
so cool.
Like it was so amazing just to see that from a cultural standpoint.
Has Lil Wayne ever done a concert in Boulder before? I highly doubt that.
I don't know.
I don't know the facts on that, but
I don't know
I'm
the
gonna
facts
say
on
it's
that either.
pretty. It's flat out incredible, and what is really cool to see, and quite frankly, this is a problem for Boulder that goes back to literally the last time their football team was relevant in the 1990s, when Eric Bieniemy, who is now an NFL coach, was playing for the team, and there was a whole documentary on it, and he was talking about how the only black people at the school were really the football players, and this problem is a multi-decade long problem that's been going on. So to finally see someone come in there and handle this is really cool to see, because not only is this adding culture, adding different viewpoints, but he's redistributing the wealth. He's bringing money in to Boulder. And what's really cool is he's teaching those kids on the football team not just how to be a great football player, but business 101. And quite frankly, that's
how to be successful.
That's really helpful.
Yeah.
You want to talk about problems and stuff, redistribution of the wealth solves quite a few problems, and him getting in there, especially with where college football is going and NIL deals and how to capitalize on that, is really cool to see. Him teaching his kids about that. I mean, that's what he is he's a teacher, he's a coach, he's a leader. And for Boulder, I mean, this is just, it's so cool to see.
Hats off to them for getting Coach Prime.
Hats off to them.
Completely changed everything for them.
And it's the number one talk of anything.
And to think in the last few years, no one's been talking about Colorado.
At all.
Like no one.
No.
They haven't been on, you haven't really seen them on TV.
No.
Last year, like we said.
And now you have everyone staying up till 2:30 in the morning watching a Colorado versus Colorado State football game.
Watching a 4-hour game.
Unbelievable.
4 hours.
It's
4 hours long.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And honestly, I'm going to keep going about Coach Prime, because I'm a huge fan of him. And why I'm a huge fan, it's not just personal for me, but it really hits hard and home, because quite frankly, he is just always himself.
Always.
You notice he's been in the news a lot, and a lot of people have said stuff about him, but he hasn't been going out and talking negatively about anyone.
No.
He is 100% his authentic self. He believes what he believes. He likes what he likes. He is confident. He dresses the way he wants to dress. He leads the way he wants to lead. And it's got a lot of people kind of on not feeling too good about it. His confidence, I really like, he has it on his bio on Instagram.
Yes, I love his Instagram bio. It says,
what does it say?
Don't let my confidence offend your insecurities.
Boom.
Ooh,
I love
deep.
that.
I love that.
You got people talking about him wearing sunglasses in Colorado, which is crazy. Have you ever been to Colorado? Have you ever been to Colorado? The sun
Trust me,
there,
you need the sunglasses.
You need about 10 pairs of sunglasses on. No, because the sun there is so bright, it'll burn your eyeballs.
Yes,
if you don't have
sunglasses.
Which you think you would
know that, right?
You would know that, But no, it's just really cool, and then to see kind of after the game having his mom in the locker room,
yes,
and
Mama Prime,
having her talk about how she raised him right
and raised him to be himself,
and always to be himself. And you know what's so cool? Let me talk about why it is so important to be yourself. This is why it is so important to be yourself, because no matter what you do, what you say, what you wear, what you listen to, what you like, what you don't like, your views and opinions, you will not be able to make everyone on this earth happy.
No.
So you might as well make yourself happy.
He needs to tell Russell Wilson that.
Exactly.
Stop kissing babies, and not everyone's going to like you.
Russ is too worried. Yes. You cannot be worried about what people think about you, because guess what? There's going to be people that like you, people that love you, people that don't like you, and people that hate you.
I saw a quote one time that said, if someone, chooses not to like you or brings you down for being yourself, that you should go be yourself like 10 times more. I said,
exactly. And you know what? I got a question. Why is it so threatening to people when you're just 100% your authentic self?
Because a lot of people have insecurities. And when they see you doing something that they wish they can do, they're either going to applaud you for it and be like, wow, I wish I could be like that, or they're going to tear you down.
That's deep. That's deep.
A lot of people in most circumstances tear you down because they're like, well, you can't be that confident in yourself. Or it comes off as cocky or, being a narcissist or something like that.
But what is wrong with believing that you're the best? What's wrong with...
Isn't that better than being like, oh, poor me?
Oh, I hope oh no. Yeah. Like, shouldn't you be teaching the kids that you're coaching to believe that every day you wake up that there's no one like you on this planet? Because that's what... There's no one like Coach Prime.
No one.
That's what he's teaching his kids. There is no one like you. You know how valuable that is? If you as a teacher, coach, whatever, could teach all your kids, there is no one like you. You are powerful beyond measure. Every single day you wake up, you have an opportunity to do great things in this world and inspire people and to smile and have fun and enjoy life. Are we not allowed to go through life and have fun and enjoy it and be passionate?
Well, some people hate their lives, so and they bring you down for it.
But why do you have to, if you're doing that, why do you have to knock the person that is excited about the opportunity today? I don't get that.
Me neither.
I don't understand why we can't, embrace the positive mindset.
I know. And that's how I choose to live. I try to be positive about every situation, because what's the point of being negative? Like, really, what is the point? It's not going to do anything for you.
No.
It's not going to cause me any good. It's not going to help the situation, especially if it's already a crappy situation.
Especially if you're an athlete. You better have a lion mindset.
Ooh, you have to.
You better know that I'm strong. Mm-hmm. I am fast. I am powerful.
I'm resilient.
I'm a beast.
You have to.
If you're going to play that sport.
Especially as a football player, you have to have that mindset. But
if you're going into a job interview, wouldn't you want to have that same mindset? Mm-hmm. I'm a beast. I can do anything.
Right.
I'm unique. I'm one in a million. They can't get anyone like me to do this job. That's what he's teaching them. That's what's so cool about him. And, I wish that more people could see it from that viewpoint and perspective, that he's realized that every single unique human being on this earth is a gift and has an opportunity to do something that no one else can do. And when you realize that, everyone is so unique and special and can do whatever you set your mind to.
Yeah.
And he literally has, like, who would have thought you could play MLB game and a football game back to back Super Bowls, hit home runs. That only comes from the power of thought and saying, I can do that.
Your mind is so powerful.
Why not me?
Everything.
Why not me? Why can't I do that? And to think like that, to have that mindset, because in life, whether you think you can or can't, you're right. So I'm just fired up seeing having a leader in Boulder of all places.
Be somebody that I would love to play for.
To learn for, to sit down and have lunch with.
Yeah, just to talk to.
And his mom, she did a damn good job raising him. I can tell you that. Yes, she did.
And he's doing a great job raising his kids.
Exactly. They are, both of them, all of them.
All of them.
All of them, my goodness.
Instilling that mindset that you're a winner.
A winner.
Every day you wake up, you have the opportunity to be great. So go be great.
Yeah. And it's just, it's cool because whether we're talking sports, athletics, if you're a doctor, working a job, whatever, it doesn't matter your job. A lot of times we think, you have to act a certain role or way for your job, but no matter what you do or what you are in life, think positive. Mm-hmm. Whether you're, crunching numbers for a corporate company, you better be the best number cruncher that company's ever seen, and no one's ever done it like you before, because that just translates. You wake up, you go to work like that, then guess what? Then you go to the grocery store, then that translates into your family, how your family sees you. I'm the best dad. I'm the best son. I'm the best brother. Everything ripples down and affects that kind of mindset. So it's just really cool.
Really cool to see.
To see that And I can see why that can make some people feel, you know, some type of way,
yeah.
you know, and it's tough, but to see him come into Boulder of all places, who would have thought? And look at him now.
And it's looking like the BET Awards out there. Literally.
I can't.
Literally looking like the BET Awards is one of.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. No, we got to talk about that. Can you, is Hollywood, or is Boulder the new Hollywood?
I don't know. I mean, think about it. We had Gronk. We had Lil Wayne.
Because, again, all I'm saying is the NBA Finals were just in Denver. And we had the creators of South Park and Peyton Manning, which love Peyton Manning. Omaha. We love Peyton Manning. But I'm just saying, it's the NBA Finals. Boulder, star-studded event.
The Rock was there. He was on,
Dwayne
First
The
Take?
Rock Johnson?
He was on the Pat McAfee show. Also two organizations that were there. We had Kawhi, who came out the dark, who doesn't even go to his own games.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard does not even go to Clippers games. So if you got Kawhi out the crib,
you doing something right.
There's something special going on in Boulder. Let me tell you that.
We had Offset playing ping pong in the locker room.
Flew in on the private jet?
Literally. We had Kyle Lowry was there, Master P.
Big booty Kyle Lowry. Thick boy Kyle Lowry, got his thick old booty all the way up there in the nosebleeds in high altitude. I know that was a workout for him. My goodness, Kyle Lowry.
Everybody came out to see this. The fact that Lil Wayne brought them out, that was so cool to see.
And you know what's also cool? Lil Wayne looked good, don't he?
He looks great.
How happy. Did you see when Coach Prime gave him a jersey?
He was like, oh my God.
That almost made me cry. I've never seen Lil Wayne this enthusiastic and excited about life again.
To see him doing good.
It is really good to see him do it. And when he was leading him out on the field, and I remember Titan style, this is just...
That was so fun to see. Good for Colorado. Just it's just good to see them life is happening again.
Life is happening. It is. Absolute star-studded events out in Boulder, Colorado. I mean... That's crazy that Coach Prime has been able to get these people out there.
Everybody. He didn't even have to do anything. He just had been...
Boulder was the place to be.
It was the place to be.
I can't believe we weren't there. What were we doing? Absolutely.
Why were we not there?
Absolutely ridiculous.
But also what I'm excited about is these sunglasses. Now, you know how much I love a good pair of sunglasses, all right?
Love them.
Love a good pair. They originally... we're only going to make about 16,000 of them just to, in their
These famous sunglasses that have caused so much controversy.
So much controversy have now sold over 72,000 pairs, and he has made over $4.5 million based off of these sunglasses.
Wow.
I can't wait to get a pair.
Yeah, which we did play a role in.
We are part of that 72,000. Okay. Can't wait to get them.
Can't wait for my blenders, my
not
prime
sure when
blenders.
They're going to get here because they're all on back order.
I don't think they're expecting that big of an order. So.
I don't think so either. But they wouldn't have if somebody on the other side of Colorado wasn't talking smack about them.
Can we? When do we talk about that too?
Now. Yeah, talk about it now. The fact that Colorado State coach made comments about these glasses, and like Coach Prime said, he alluded to the fact that he wasn't raised right because he didn't, quote unquote, take off his sunglasses and his hat when he shook hands with him.
Yep. And you know what my problem is? Is that his little speech came out. We all saw it. And he never addressed it. And it could have been as simple and said, hey, I did not intend for it to be taken that way. But he didn't. Mm-hmm. He let everyone run with it.
Yeah.
Which means
everyone ran with it. We all made it personal.
He made it personal.
That was
absolutely made it
phrase
personal.
Of the weekend is personal.
So, which I don't know why you do that. Because again, Coach Prime doesn't do anything but simply wear the sunglasses, dress the way he wants, leads his team, doesn't mention anyone or talk negative. People talk about him. The coach talked about him. Coach Prime didn't say anything.
No. Didn't say a word.
He was talking about him. And I'll tell you what, too. We're going to dive into the game. But that statement kind of translated into the way Colorado State played the football game.
Oh, my God.
That was a fight.
The whole thing, how dirty were they playing?
That was disgusting.
I hate when people play so cowardly like that.
And
just play the game.
Keep it between the lines.
Yes, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Because clearly, like Shannon Sharp was saying, a hit like that and the type of play that they were playing as a coach, if you're not making those adjustments, you're
condoning
it.
Like if you're not coaching it, you're condoning it.
Yeah, by letting it be.
And what was his name? Henry Blackburn or something like that?
Number. Let's just refer to number 11.
Number 11.
11. And also, quick side note before we talk about number 11. The jersey matchup, Colorado State came out looking crisp in those beautiful uniforms. What in the world were Colorado State's jerseys? You had a helmet with Rams horns on the helmet. The helmet was a different color than the jersey and the pants. I saw 7 different colors.
Here's the thing about Colorado. You cannot go wrong with black and gold and white. That's just something nice about the way that looks.
So just
and he told
royalty.
The whole crowd, everybody wore black and sunglasses.
Yeah. Plain and simple.
What a game.
Yeah, what a game. Number 11.
Yeah.
Absolute trash hit.
Should have gotten thrown out of the league for that.
Not only should he have been kicked out of the game, but I want a suspension.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one. Let's take it up with Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys, the best player in NFL football. If the best player in NFL football right now is not happy with you.
Yeah, that was a cheap shot.
Beyond a cheap shot. The football is already hit the ground.
It was out of bounds.
Out of bounds, hit the ground.
His homie already got him. And then he came in with that cheap shot.
What a weak move. If you got a problem with someone, face to face.
Yes, be a man about it.
Be a man about it.
Look me in my eyes.
Look him in the eyes and say something to his face.
We don't got to throw
Don't
hands.
hit him blindsided.
Right. And hope
What
Travis
kind of a weak coward move was that?
Hope for Travis. He's going to be out, 4 weeks?
3 to 4 weeks.
He got
lacerated liver.
Lacerated liver.
His liver's cut.
Yes.
Thank goodness it can heal.
Luckily, your liver can regrow, but still, huge hit, was completely unnecessary. They were already out of bounds. The play was already dead, and he decided to take a cheap shot.
That's ridiculous.
At that moment, they were winning.
It was back and forth.
Wasn't necessary.
No.
He should have been thrown out for that. That couldn't have been more of a target.
I get it.
Call.
It's a rivalry. It's intense. It's electrifying. That's not how you prove a point.
No.
He didn't prove anything.
If anything, he made it even more personal now.
Exactly. And he wasn't the only player. And then finally, Kamara, should have been ejected too.
He was down at least 3 times. Like, he probably should have just called it a game. And then he ends up getting ejected for that hit he took on Shador. Like, what was it, roughing the passer hit that he took on
drove
Shador?
him into the ground, hit him helmet to helmet, and drove him into the ground too, which is crazy too because he was a big boy.
Big boy.
And you can really break
somebody.
someone's collarbone or something going into...
And Shador didn't like that. Coach Prime had to come and wipe his mouth off and be his dad for 2 seconds and be like, you all right? Like,
that was a cool little moment.
You go out there and show him who you are. It was completely unnecessary. I think we should have gotten 2 ejections for that during that game, at least.
And still would like to see a suspension for that because, I mean...
We can't be playing like that. It's already a rough game, football, and then you
It was just like that. Such a... LeBron tweeted about it.
Yeah.
Everybone's talking about it because, 1, everyone watching Colorado football. Hey. And 2, you're on prime time doing
cheap
that.
Shot.
And that's
Number
just
11,
not...
cheap shot.
The game kind of almost felt a little bit out of control, to be honest, because...
Especially the first quarter. It was emotions. Remember when they took they took away their field goal.
Wait. Hey, pro tip. If you get points on the board...
Keep the points.
Take the points. They should have taken the points.
They should have taken the points because then shortly after that, Shiloh Sanders came in with that lovely interception.
How cool.
Pick six.
How cool.
Ran it back for a touchdown.
Was that seeing Shiloh, which super cool name, by the way.
Love that name. We
Seeing
got to
him
remember.
snag
we
that
gotta
ball.
remember that name.
And take off towards the end zone. I would have liked to see him do some Dion high steps in the end zone. But
We all would have.
what a moment right there.
It was good for him. Yeah, but first quarter emotions were super high.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams really needed to settle in. And yeah.
And I got another question. Obviously, the game went into overtime.
Double overtime.
And Colorado was expected to win by several points, but having the circumstances that kind of everything went to the game.
Yeah.
If you're Colorado, what hurts more? Getting blown out in the game or getting to double overtime and almost winning? Which
Can we talk about the last 2 minutes before we get in overtime?
oh my gosh.
2 minutes left in the game of regulation. Colorado State up 28-20. Everyone's like, okay, we know what has to happen here if you're Colorado. Touchdown, 2-point conversion, tie the game, go into overtime. That's what has to happen. And mind you, they had to go 98 yards down the field.
From their own two. Against all odds.
Shador did it in 90 seconds.
And what'd he say?
He said, I went Brady mode.
Damn right. That's it. And what did Brady say?
He said, yeah. he said, one day I hope to go Shador mode.
The odds of getting the ball in your own two,
Yeah.
marching up the field, and not to forget the touchdown that tied the game, or not tied the game up, but put him in position to tie it up with the 2-point, broke number 11's ankles.
Yes.
On his way into the end zone.
Literally.
That was huge.
That was huge.
Made him fall over.
Huge.
But no, seriously, getting the ball, I mean, you could just, it's almost like Shador. It's almost like he plays really good in those moments.
Yeah.
Of like back up against the wall, against all odds, doing something like that. But guess what? There's a difference between champions and people who aren't champions, as the champions can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 1:30 in the morning. Everyone's tired.
We had literally been staring at this TV for 4 hours watching this game.
Oh, all day. Been waiting for the game.
Head was pounding.
Huge headache.
Eyeballs were
heart racing. Not even in the game.
My heart was racing the entire time.
Oh my
I
gosh.
should probably check my heart rate during that.
I bet it was slightly elevated. Mine was.
But he comes back. We tie the game at the end of regulation. We go into not one, but 2 overtimes, which, can we talk about overtimes?
College overtime. Not a fan. What?
We started at the 25-yard line in the end zone right there.
Weird. It doesn't feel like football.
No, I feel like maybe even the 50-yard line we should start from. But I guess the game would have been even longer.
And what's crazy is they'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Like we could get 7-8 overtimes easily.
I know. We were sitting there watching it, and I was like, well, they got to go and during the second overtime, I was like, they got to at least go for 2 after getting that touchdown, right?
But at least it will not end in a tie. Like soccer, you can't just a tie.
I don't understand that.
Well, there's got to be a winner and a loser.
Win.
And someone got to lose.
Someone got to lose.
You can't just 0-0. Wait, what? 0-0? No one won? What was the whole point of the game?
Exactly.
Why did we do this? But no, overtime, nuts. And that's also when the other player got kicked out.
Kamara, yeah.
Yep. Which he'd been causing a scene all game long.
Yeah, well, he was down.
Causing a scene.
Literally 3 times.
4
hitting
times.
People all the time.
Either he was hitting someone or he was
getting hit. Like, I don't know. He was down a few times. I'm not sure if he was trying to stall or what he was trying to do, but.
And you know what else was cool about the game? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on the sidelines.
On the sidelines.
I mean,
at the pregame.
What a moment.
Probably at the after party.
And also, too, not only did Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson fly in at 4:30 in the morning on his jet and do the College Game Day with Pat McAfee. Those two are a duo. My goodness, Pat McAfee and The Rock.
Fun. Yeah, and then they went on to do SmackDown.
Go into Denver The Rock reintroduces his return to the WWE.
How fun.
Hasn't been there in
I used to watch that all the time.
so fun.
So fun. Him, John Cena. You can't see me.
Did you see where they did you see where Pat was like, "Hey, I don't see a guy over there."
He goes, he can't see
And
you.
then they hugged. Because I mean,
nice.
what history?
I know.
That
How
was
fun.
that was
so
cool.
fun
I
to
love
see.
John Cena too.
I
He's
know.
great.
He's funny.
You know. But
You need to
just
see them in a movie together.
just to see Pat McAfee down there in the ring, and then to kind of announce, and then you hear the Rock's music, and the place just exploded.
It was a surprise.
No one knew.
No one knew. The fans didn't know he was going to be there.
No one knew. Imagine how lucky. Those are some good tickets. So you get
right?
just surprise yourself. You're like, hey,
He said, The Rock's here. Oh my gosh.
you know,
He's going to do his thing. And then he did his thing. His
incredible.
little elbow thing.
The people's elbow from the people's person. Love The Rock. This is
so
the number
fun to
one
see.
rock podcast because I don't think there's a professional rock podcast.
We love
besides us.
him. When is Jumanji 3 coming
Jumanji
out? Please,
3.
Thank you.
Hey, if you guys have not seen the Jumanji movies,
I love them.
funniest,
They're so funny.
hands down funniest movies I've ever seen.
Funniest ones.
I could watch them on repeat.
I do watch them on repeat.
We do watch them on repeat
I'll probably watch it tonight, to be honest.
all the time. Not a better movie series out there. Need Jumanji 3. Need it.
Needed. Huge need. It's
He's
been
awesome.
some years, so chop chop.
But yeah, flies in, does Denver, comes back for the. I mean, this is just incredible seeing them there on the sidelines. Like, could you just imagine?
Seeing Offset get interviewed too is pretty
Wait, we got to talk about that. He said, "Oh, fumble."
He said, "Yeah, it's okay. We gonna win."
He's in there. You got Offset in there playing ping pong in the locker room and on the sidelines commentating
Just
the
like,
games.
what other university could say that this happened to them?
It is the coolest place to be right now.
Is the place.
Hands down. With also too, we got to talk about this. How nice the Flatiron Mountains look and
They
the
look
backdrop.
beautiful. They are so pretty.
Wow.
It almost looks fake if you.
And the fall weather.
It's so pretty.
Might be the best place on earth to be for fall.
It's really nice. The weather's pretty great.
Crisp air.
Actually, we probably should stop telling people that because
Actually, Boulder sucks. It is so bad. Like Colorado, oh
It's
my
cold,
gosh.
yeah.
Ooh, it's so expensive
Snow.
and cold and
Yeah.
people are there and snow and not fun
No.
at all. There's no mountains actually.
None.
No.
It's just invisible. Actually,
It's invisible.
Yeah.
And so don't go. Stay away.
Even more people are probably gonna be flying to Denver now.
Oh my gosh, I bet.
It's received such an influx of people over the last couple of years.
It's a fun place. Not a fun place. No, not fun. Stinks.
You know, what's funny though about this game is that the Colorado State coach said that they had to put up at least 34 points in this game.
Very specific.
To win. Right. Very specific.
Very specific.
I mean, and I'll give them this. They put up 35.
They
Still lost, but
that's what I was about.
but you did
Needed
it.
more.
Hey.
That was this
did it.
whole. I mean, if you were watching him on the sidelines, it's funny too because he was screaming and running up and down the side, and then Coach Prime just kind of standing there.
Just chill. And then
Chill.
when they tied the game, he's sitting there scratching his head.
The
Like,
scratching meme head. Oh my gosh, that was too
I was
funny.
like, yeah, I would have scratched my head too if I
He said,
was up 8 points and then now I'm tied and there's 30
Wait a
seconds
minute.
left of this game and we're going into overtime now. I probably would have been scratching my head too.
It's just kind of funny because a couple weeks ago when Colorado was playing TCU, we're like, hey, that might have been the game of the century, and they do it again.
Yes.
And quite frankly, I think we are in for a season.
We're already 3 games in and it's already been a
Electric.
season.
Electric.
It's been crazy so far.
Absolutely must see TV.
Absolutely.
And you could not say that last year.
No.
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 At
Not even the one time.
No.
I don't even know who they beat that one time either.
Exactly.
I just remember the celebration after we said,
Exactly.
"Oh, Colorado won the game." Woo-hoo.
Yeah, no, that was
And mind you,
Yikes.
all the penalties in this game too. Colorado State coach said, "I have never seen so many penalties like given to one team before in my life." And this was
he said that like they were playing clean. Can you have the audacity?
But he only said that too. They were at 9 penalties at that time. They ended up with 17 at the end of that game.
Acting like they weren't sending people to the hospital.
I said,
Yeah.
Of course.
I said, what are you talking
literally
about?
Sent a boy to the hospital.
Can you believe
in the
he
middle of the
said
game.
that? He's, I've never seen Jimmy. You're joking, right?
I said he was something else.
Yeah. And let's also talk about, too, I don't know what it was, but what his problem was with Coach Prime, because he dresses the way he wants to dress is in a fashionable way, because they made it as Colorado State made it a point to talk about they wear blue collar worker shirts and they are hard nosed and 9 to 5 people. I get that. No disrespect to 9 to 5 blue collar people. Love them, actually. Very hardworking people.
Very hardworking.
But Coach Prime made $4 million in one day.
Just based off of some sunglasses.
Off of sunglasses that you made a comment about.
That you made fun of.
So work smarter, not harder?
Question mark?
Question? I don't know. Side note, just wanted to throw that in there.
Oh, yes.
No,
that's...
Because I thought that was interesting.
I thought that was
why
interesting,
that
too.
they wanted to make that a point.
Yeah. I said, 9 to 5. We put in the work. It's like...
I said, well, they should put some work in designing those uniforms, because what was...
or put some work into their attitudes when it comes to playing games.
Yeah.
You can't be playing dirty like that. It's already a hard game.
Like, again, come on.
Like, completely
No one wants
unnecessary.
to see that. Everyone wants to see a good game. People didn't want to see a fight.
No.
And no matter how personal it was, Colorado wasn't hitting them like that.
No. We weren't sending people to the hospital.
So, and which is crazy. I get the tensions were high.
Very.
It was intense.
Yeah.
But you have to have control over your emotions.
Exactly.
This is a game people can get very seriously hurt, and one did.
Yeah.
And as the coach, you're responsible for your players.
Mm-hmm. Their health.
This falls on you.
Yeah, exactly. So if they're making cheap shots
Hence,
like
head
that,
coach.
Yeah, then it's got to be something on the coach.
So, not good.
No.
Yikes.
That one I don't understand.
Don't like it either.
No.
And neither does Micah Parsons, which wouldn't want to, hey, Micah Parsons, wouldn't want to upset him.
No.
Best player in the NFL.
We even had OBJ wearing Travis Hunter's shirt.
The culture.
It's changed.
How cool.
Professional athletes are making comments about
I want that shirt.
Even Shador said, I bet Brady will text me after this. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he said, great game. Again.
And you know what is so cool?
More.
What is so cool to see is athletes, they work really, really hard, put in a lot of hours. They deserve to get paid. They deserve to have the NIL deals.
Absolutely.
Do you know how much money they generate for the school?
Lots.
So yeah,
Have you seen it?
Ecstatic that they are finally getting, their wages that they've earned.
Shador's earning potentials for NIL deals is $4.1 million.
Which still, again, is probably a small sliver of what he's produced for the school.
Travis Hunter, 1.8.
That's how you redistribute the wealth too. That's fantastic.
I like that. I like everything that's happening at Colorado right now for these athletes.
It was so cool.
It's cool to see. Definitely a team that a coach that I would want to. That's a coach you go and play for. That's a coach you pick up your whole college career and you change schools for.
Hence the 200 people in the transfer portal.
Wiped out the
but
whole
here's
team.
The thing. Coach Prime, he gets it.
Yeah.
He understands college football is changing. Because Clemson, who had the low amount of players in the transfer portal, looking like they need Trevor out there still.
They need Trevor back. And his wonderful locks.
And his beautiful hair down there at the Jackson. Which, side note, Jacksonville Jaguars jerseys, fire.
What a fit.
Fire.
The color of
that teal
is beautiful.
It
looks
nice.
Great. I almost wanted a uniform.
I'd cop a Trevor jersey. No,
I want the whole uniform, not just the jersey.
Shoulder pads and everything. I want
put me in, coach.
I can't.
Another thing I wanted to talk about, though, was the Colorado State QB and his snaps. Why was it that almost every snap was like 2-second delayed? Like he wanted Colorado to jump off sides or some kind of neutral zone infraction or something like that.
The entire game.
Every single snap.
Every single snap.
He would clap.
I get it if you're going to like try and do like the Aaron Rodgers, come on, draw him off sides, you know? But dude, just clap and get the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, the game is already 2 a.m. We've already been watching this for forever. Let's go. Speed it up a little bit.
Let's go.
Clap and go. Like,
it was so weird. I had never seen any quarterback do that before.
Weird team. Yeah. Weird.
I wonder what it's like in their locker room afterwards.
How quiet. Can we talk about the silence of that bus ride home?
What do you, I bet they got out of there.
Yeah, I would.
Like, pack it up. Time to go back to Fort Collins. Let's
Collins.
Go.
Basically, Wyoming or Montana, wherever it is. Yikes.
I said, let's go.
Yikes.
So I don't know. I don't know what that was about.
Why was he doing that?
I don't know.
Trying to throw him off? Sneaky guy.
Like every play, they didn't fall for it, thank God. But that wasn't...
Not a fan.
No.
Just dumb.
Just snap the ball and
let's go.
Carry on.
Come on.
We don't need that.
I can't. What a game.
I know. I feel like there's so many movie parts to that game, and overall...
You could make a movie just about the weekend.
Just about... The weekend was a movie.
Oh, we didn't even talk... Gronk?
Yeah,
Gronk was there dancing with the super fan. The old... What was...
Oh my God, Betty.
Betty. God bless.
I know. She's so cute.
That
She's finally getting her win.
Winning team.
Good for her.
So cool.
Good for her, though. She's still there.
She's out there dancing with Gronk.
I know. She danced with Gronk. She was dancing with Coach Prime.
That's cool.
I know.
That's adorable. Cool to see.
She's really adorable.
Man. Wow. Seriously, they literally could have made a movie.
They probably will make some kind of...
They might make a documentary out of this season. Because here's the thing, too, is this is season number 1. Even I did not expect this.
No.
When he said, we coming.
No, we here. They here.
He here. He here.
They are here.
Wow. He is him.
Shador is him.
What a player. Smart QB.
Yes. Now, do we think there are things that Colorado still needs to work on, though?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. The defense. But here's the thing. Again, first year, thrilled already.
They're doing great.
Already a win.
Yeah.
Hey, if you just called the season as is right now, wow.
Wonderful.
Fantastic. Mm-hmm. I can't believe he's taken to these kind of heights already. It just makes me so excited for what is about to come.
What is to come. Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. I think they'll beef up the defense a little bit just in size alone. But to be honest, he just it is the culture he builds. He just gets everyone. It's like the year the Cubs won the World Series.
Oh my gosh.
They just start mashing. They just start.
Remember that.
They just start all coming together. So we can say he needs to get more defensive players, more size and stuff, but I wouldn't bet against him regardless of who he has.
I know.
That's the craziest part.
He did say they need about 8 more dogs to come on.
8 more dogs.
He said he ain't hard to find.
Not far. Not far down.
He not hard.
I can't.
Come find him. They already got the number 1 QB recruit.
What? Yeah.
Coming to see them this weekend, which is what a weekend to come see
and
them.
It was cool because people were like, oh, is he going to go to the NFL or whatever? He likes Boulder.
Yeah.
He likes it there. Boulder likes him there.
Me too.
It's a fit. Me too.
I like Boulder.
Don't leave. Boulder needs you.
Yeah.
Desperately. Colorado needs you. You're good for Colorado. It's just crazy. It's so much bigger than Boulder.
Yeah.
And too, like, could you imagine too, like, as like a little kid, like growing up and like seeing Coach Prime on TV, like,
oh my gosh.
how cool, like, how many people he's probably inspiring to like be coaches,
literally,
and
just
stuff,
be anything,
to be anything.
Like
that is
even
fantastic.
If, like, obviously, most of the kids you coach aren't gonna go to the NFL, but just to instill what he's been instilling in them,
to be different,
just
and to just what's cool
to be
about
that 1%,
to just take lemons and make lemonade with anything.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, my goodness, he's got his one son doing content creation for the team, just making sweatshirts, selling sunglasses. Like, it's making these connections. He is, one of a kind.
Yeah.
Truly one of a kind and very inspiring.
Would love to meet him one day.
Yeah, this is the official podcast of Coach Prime Fan Club and the #1 podcast with the Colorado Buffaloes. So
Would love to meet you. Can't wait to get my sunglasses.
Can't wait.
We'll do a review on those when I get them.
Exactly. Have them on the whole episode.
The whole time.
I'll sleep with them on, honestly. I'll shower with them on, sleep with them on, work out with them on. I won't
Definitely
take them
would work
off.
out with them on.
Especially if you're in that Colorado sun.
Oh my gosh.
You might wear 2 pairs of them. If you can get 2 pairs, they're hard to get right now.
They're in high demand.
Man.
They were not ready for the influx of orders that they got from those sunglasses.
He coming.
They
should know. He's here. We talk about the fans, Colorado fans.
Oh my gosh.
How they stormed the field and how some people are like, oh, you guys were favorites. Shouldn't have stormed the field. Okay, fun killers.
Did you see how that game went?
Again, this team
This is so new
has
for
not
everybody.
seen this.
Yes, this is so
Coach Prime
new.
said it was new for him.
Yes. Them going into overtime, 2 overtimes, that was new for them.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened this season.
Exactly.
They didn't know what to expect. And at the start of that game, they were playing like hot garbage.
He said it.
And to come back and end up winning in double overtime, that was...
Hey, I saw some. I think it was a basketball player, Isaiah Thomas. He said something that he said, if Colorado wins this game, God is with them.
I believe that.
Quite frankly, yes.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
Quite frankly,
absolutely.
what we are seeing, yeah.
Yes.
Hands down is just him.
God was
evidence
on their side.
showing that.
He said, you guys gonna play dirty? Okay.
Watch and learn. Can't be God. No, sir.
No, sir.
Yeah. Because that's what Coach Prime said. He says when you run alone, it's called a race.
Mm-hmm.
But when you run with God, it's called grace.
I love that.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Man, that's cool.
I like that.
That's cool. But yeah, no, it was funny because people were like, oh, Colorado fans, they stormed the field. They shouldn't have done that. Man, 18 to 24-year-old kids in college, let them have fun.
What a great age.
Great age.
Just have fun.
Do anything.
Do whatever you want.
Just
be whoever you want.
Storm the field if you want to storm the field.
I said that was a huge win.
One, you haven't seen winning.
Right.
You just saw it.
Exactly.
Double OT. And all
That was
things
huge.
considering building up to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that was a full stadium still at 2 a.m. for a team.
Yes.
You know?
Full
That's
stadium.
so fun.
No
Let the
one
kids,
left.
let the college kids have
Let them
fun.
have
This is
fun.
in support of all college kids out there.
Yes. If you were, any of us, if we were still that age, we would have done the same thing.
I don't know, all over the field.
Mob mentality. Are you kidding
Come
me?
on.
Come on.
We are Boulder. Let's
Yes.
go.
I'm mad we weren't at that game. We probably would have stormed the
That's
field.
what I'm saying. I'm mad I wasn't in the locker room with Lil Wayne, The Rock.
Offset.
Come on.
How fun.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So good for them. Glad they are having their time finally. And it's actually crazy to see almost like a changing of guard when it comes to college football.
Hey, you know what's, I'm so glad you said that because that stupid Tennessee Florida game was on.
Yes.
Everyone was like, get that off. We got to see Coach Prime, Coach Prime.
I was sitting here like, can this game be over? And they tried to square up at the end of that game.
I was going to say, the coolest part of that, which one, the refs in that game totally screwed Tennessee.
Yeah.
Tennessee got screwed in that game. The ref kicked the ball. Are you serious? Dude,
He did.
Grow up.
Like, come on.
And then the coolest part of that game was literally the 2 players squaring up. Like, what are you going to
That
do?
was so fun.
Squaring up in full pads.
Literally.
With a helmet
full
on?
pads, helmet, shoulder pads, everything.
They didn't do anything, but
No.
the fact that they were like,
It's just funny to see.
Anyway,
Literally, me
get that
yelling
game
at
off.
the TV
Get
to
the game off.
Everyone. You were
everyone.
like, find the game.
Find the game.
I
Where
was
is
like,
it? We got to
"It's the
see. We're going to miss
channel."
it. Come on.
I said, this is the channel. I
Nobody
can't
wanted
find
that.
the game.
Everyone
I know.
wants,
I wanted to see like some of the pregame, you know?
everyone wanted Colorado State. Colorado.
It was so fun to see.
That was awesome.
Fun to experience. Very excited to see how the rest of the season is going to pan.
No matter what happens,
Right.
we are in support. We are here for it. Coach Prime, do your damn thing.
Do the thing.
Keep being you and rocking it and rolling. And what a time to be alive.
Yes.
Colorado football is on the map.
They made themselves on the map.
The culture is
It's
everywhere.
changed.
It's influence, different viewpoints.
We're being talked about. People are
Being
hearing
talked
their
about.
names.
People are starting to believe. What else has it got to take for people to believe in him? This ain't nothing new, like you said. NFL, MLB, Super Bowls, home runs. This ain't new.
That's who he is.
This is who
Prime
the man
time.
is.
That's who
This
he's
is
been,
prime
who
time.
he's always been, who he'll always be,
Man,
creating greatness wherever he goes.
this is officially the people say, well, I might be the one that the Cowboys are America's team. Colorado Buffaloes are America's team.
They are.
They're officially. I mean, everyone.
Like everybody was just eyes.
Dwayne Wade
to the TV.
tweeted out that he hadn't ever watched TV in a car or something like that, but he had turned the game
we
on.
All had to turn the game on.
Everyone had the game on. Everyone was up watching the game. Turned the game on.
I had to put
eyeballs headache.
I
think I was sore too, like I played or something.
My heart
I don't know.
was racing.
Wow.
It was really cool to see.
Like, who would have thought?
Because for a moment there, everybody was like, damn, we might lose this game. All this hype and we might lose
and
this game.
I'm thinking you can't lose this game.
I was like, there's no way.
There's no way they lose this game. You cannot lose this game.
Can't happen.
But I'm not going to lie, when on your own 2-yard line, down, not a lot of time, I didn't look good.
Well, it was nothing we haven't seen before.
It's
possible.
And that's what he said, to be honest.
Like, this is possible.
That's what he said.
You got 2 minutes. That's a lot of time.
That's what Coach Prime said. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. This is just a bigger stage.
Right. That's it.
Which is really cool because down there at Jackson State, he went undefeated and still didn't have a shot at any more football at the end of the year playoffs.
Yeah.
Now he's on a bigger stage.
Bigger stage.
You see what happens when you give someone like that a little more resources?
Exactly.
Things change. And quite frankly, that's what he's doing. And man, what a time.
What a time. So
cool
excited to see.
I can't wait to see what happens the rest of the season.
See what happens. They'll be playing Oregon this weekend.
That's going to be tough.
They are the underdogs in this situation.
You know what? That'll be a jersey matchup. That's going to be a jersey matchup.
That's a lot of green up there.
The Duckies. the actual Ducks. The actual Oregon Ducks. Man.
It'll be intriguing to see how that game goes.
We'll be here for it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
I'm ready to see that.
I can't wait.
It'll be exciting.
Yeah. Man. What a time. All things Colorado.
Colorado football. We are now 3-0.
And Coach Prime has truly flipped the script.
Coach Prime has changed the game.
Wow. Not just Boulder. Bigger than Boulder.
Bigger.
We're here for it. I'm excited to see what comes. Be one of our best episodes yet. Being the number one Colorado podcast fans. We're excited to keeping everyone updated and letting them know what's to come.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to BA Radio with your hosts, Barrett and Ariel.